The downtown skyline illuminating the night here at our broadcast location, Memphis, Tennessee. And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, Kevin, Devin Booker continues to elevate his play every year. He said, it's just putting in hard work. I take this game very seriously. I love the game of basketball. I don't count myself out. No matter what the score is, who we're playing, I'm going full tilt. Kevin, back to you.
A special talent indeed. David, thank you. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at the Lakers. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And checking out the Grizzlies, they're moving in the wrong direction. The good news, though, it's still early in the season. A lot of games left to be played. Plenty of time to turn things around.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Frank Kaminsky is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Etuan Moore. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Paul in at the point. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then there's Ja Morant. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Melton in at shooting guard. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Morant scanning the floor. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Much more than just a perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
Booker outside. Pass to Crowder. And here is Moore. Paul outside. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
Well, the play is Morant's ball handling talents in a nutshell. Fast, smooth, effective.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's the Suns with the ball. Now here's Booker. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
What's up?
Free throw good, Booker. And we know the story, Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Now here's Jackson. Clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Melton. They get it again. Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Oh, I love the rabid intensity right there. Valanciunas, he is capable of doing real damage on the offensive boards.
The feed to Booker. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
And here are the Suns now. And there's the pass to Crowder. Here's Moore. 6 on the shot clock. And the wide open shot from Paul. The shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Live by the three, die by the three. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
When you're not connecting from deep, you got to mix it up. I mean, look to score inside more. They didn't do enough for that.
And again, it's the Suns missing. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
But well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, a champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
Suns trail by 4. Booker the pass to Moore. Back to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
And they won the season series last year, trying to continue those winning ways this time around.
Now, here's Valanciunas. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Lakers. Good on the three-point shot.
As Morant gains consistency from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that's bad news for the rest of the league.
Now Paul. Passes it to Booker.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Paul. No good off the back of the rim.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And Kevin, the media as well.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I played in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about. No doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
Jang, he's checked in for Valanciunas. Both free throws good from Booker.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Morant against Paul. Got a piece of it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
And checking out the stats for Morant. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 18 points a game last season. 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
Yeah, he's willing to take on the scoring load, and he's more than capable of delivering.
No good from Booker.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Jackson drives in, and the dunk by Jackson.
Ooh, the vision, the ability to throw every type of pass. I mean, Morant's already reached an elite level as a playmaker.
Here's Booker. He's got 7. Paul outside. And again, it's the Suns missing.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots. He'd be better off passing up.
Good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Paul with the ball. 14 points from him the last game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend it.
It's deflected.
And despite the short wingspan for a big man, Kaminsky with the height and timing to steal block shots.
Melton passes to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Here's Paul. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Count that one.
How about the great shot selection of Paul on that play? He lets the offense come natural.
Here's Morant following the basket by Chris Paul. Morant kicks to Zhang. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Clark for 3. They get it back. Zhang, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
On the wing, Booker. 7 points in the game. Yes, that goes in.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Memphis leading by 7. Morant outside. Floats one up, and the layup is good. Morant's got 11 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that #2 overall pick.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Winslow comes in for Brandon Clark. And Brooks subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Kaminsky. Sharge comes in for Jay Crowder. Bridges, he's checked in for Etuan Moore. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Chris Paul. Now here's Booker. He's got 9. Sharge trying to break free. The layup missed. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Suns trail by 9. Here's Bridges. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Memphis has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Morant passes to Jackson. Here's Zhang. Lays it up off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
A nice shot by Booker.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Devin Booker.
Sometimes Brooks is a tough matchup for the D, especially when he's playing with some intensity and looking to score. Yeah, Kevin, it's a sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league streak shooter. I mean, and when he's on, he can carry your offense.
And that one falls for Brooks.
And when you look at Brooks's game logs from last year, you're spot on. I mean, one night he might put up 30. The next night he might go for 6 or 7.
Yeah, Jay, but you need those explosive scorers on the roster. You know, I call him the Vinny the Microwave Johnson type. When he's hot, you ride him. When he's not, sub him. That's simple.
Good on both. Here's Galloway. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Johnson. Tipped away. Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but then that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
And so here's Phoenix following the score by Memphis. Galloway, the pass to Šarić. Now the dish to Bridges. And the layup's good off the glass.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. 10-point lead. Pass to Jang. Kicks it to Brooks. Jackson against Šarić. With the fadeaway. Jackson misses.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Galloway. Now the pass to Ayton. Now Šarić. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, I just like the all-around game Sark possesses. I mean, it translates well this day and age. He's a big man who can do it all. Score, pass, rebound,
Take a break.
He's tough.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Tyus Jones comes in for Ja Morant. He doesn't get the second one. Memphis leading by 9. Jones with the bounce pass. And he can't bank that one in. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Here's Galloway, defended by Jones. Here's Galloway, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game. And really yet to put together any kind of rhythm from long range.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. While we have the chance, a look at our 2K leaderboard and the top shooting small forwards at the free throw line during the last month. Mikal Bridges, 3rd.
And most impressive is that he's done it in the first quarter, in the clutch, whenever, as consistent as they come.
That's good from Winslow. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Galloway. He kicks to Bridges. And a miss there on the triple.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you got to knock down.
Lobbed up there for Anderson.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
There's 1:40 left to play in the first. Galloway dishes to Bridges. Here's Galloway. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Ayton kicks to Galloway. Shot clock at 3. Over Jones. And too long on the shot. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Here's Anderson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
A wildly unpredictable player. Anderson is skilled at drawing the D in and then making them get overly assertive.
First trip to the line for him here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
I mean, and you start with Anderson. What you see is what you get. A smart, unselfish player who leans into his strengths.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Galloway, the pass to Saric. Over Jones. Saric, that's good.
Well, you got to respect the interior game of Saric. I mean, he's solid at using his size to his advantage down there.
Jones looking for an opening. Passes it to Winslow. Anderson outside. Winslow dishes to Jang. Just 5 on the clock. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Winslow's shot is off. Suns trail by 13. To the middle. Here's Ayton. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And here is Brooks. They really needed more from him in that loss to the Lakers. Puts it up from 15. The shot, no good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3 had this to say.
The guys on the team already tell me I talk too much a lot. You know, I'm constantly talking on the court. I'm a communicator, and I feel like it's hard to go wrong when you're communicating.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen, Grizzlies pretty much in control here.
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
They've got Winslow. Dylan Brooks out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Anderson in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Bridges. And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Anderson. Can't connect from short range.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Galloway, the pass to Saric, and the shot goes in. Saric has got 5 now.
That's just sheer will. I mean, even when you body Saric, I mean, he stays after it and tries to score.
Jones, the pass to Valanciunas, and that comes off the assist by Jones.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Anderson. Feeds to Jones.
Looking at the numbers for Anderson, some last season stats for him. Averaged 6 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
And that one falls for Jones. Some changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Dylan Brooks. And the Suns here with a different look. Kaminsky, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Jay Crowder comes in for Saric. Morris checked in for Bridges. And it's Paul in for Langston Galloway. And so Jones nails both of them. Here's Paul. We're about 1.5 minutes into the second quarter now. Shot by Crowder, no good.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss. And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. He actually hit them at a decent clip.
Suns trail by 13. Paul surveying the floor. Over Jones. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Paul's got 6.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Yes, yeah. He better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane. There's no question he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, the improved jump shot is key for him.
Here's more. Following the score by Memphis. Kicks to Johnson. Now here's Kaminsky. He's covered by Clark. Good on the bucket. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now don't let Paul's size fool you. He's as tough as they come.
Memphis leading by 11. Outside, Jones. Out to the right wing. The kick out to Anderson. The 3. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Suns trail by 11. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. He says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment." And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. Hall finds Johnson. That 3 off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Here's Clark. Crowder pulls it in. The Suns have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Now here's Paul. 8 points for him. 2 points. That one goes. Paul's got 10.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Jones. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Paul against Jones. Grizzlies with the rebound. There's the pass to Anderson. From beyond the arc, this ball grabs the miss.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Most effective when he gets his feet set. Kaminsky can be lethal on the catch and shoot.
Now Jones. He has 6. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Over Paul. No good from Valanciunas. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Anderson with the block.
And blocks like this fire Anderson up, which in turn get his teammates going as well. Well, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Here's Melton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. He feeds it to Clark. Down low. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Clark. Anderson's got 4 this quarter.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Jones against Paul. Passes it to Kaminsky. Crowder against Anderson. Crowder, the pass to Johnson. Good on the shot.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
For Phoenix, they have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant comes in for Jones. And a change for the Suns. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Etuan Moore. That's good from Johnson. What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder. Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Now here's Morant, following the miss by Frank Kaminsky. Booker against Morant. Pass to Clark. Over Johnson, 6 to shoot. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. No good from Clark. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. It's a 10-point game. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Clark into the lane. And it's Clark with the jam.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Suns have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Paul against Clark. And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got 8 here in the quarter.
It was a tough first quarter for him, but it's been a different story here in the second.
Morant passes to Melton. Up top, Valanciunas. He dishes it to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Crowder with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Booker with no one around. No good on the 3. For the Phoenix Suns, they come into this one following a loss to Golden State. To the paint. Here's
He uses his physical tools to the fullest when attacking the defense. That's a heads-up play by Valanciunas.
Suns trail by 12. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Nailed from three-point land. Booker's got 15.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Booker up top. 15 points in the game. And the dunk by Booker.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker, doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Some changes for Memphis. Justice Winslow comes in for Brandon Clark. And Brooks subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Kaminsky. Saric comes in for Crowder. Mikal Bridges checked in for Johnson. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Chris Paul.
For a versatile offensive skill set, defenders can struggle to contain Brooks.
Suns trail by 11. Galloway dishes to Saric. Bridges with it. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Back to Brooks. Makes it off the glass. Brooks has got 4 points in the quarter.
And this guy is a gamer. Brooks, I mean, you have to admire how competitive he is, even amongst aggressive coverage.
Well, Phoenix shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Galloway kicks to Booker. Here's Morant. 15 points in the game. Inside, Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Suns trail by 15. Here's Galloway. No points in the game yet for him. And he gets the bucket.
The quick, clean shot there from Booker. Strong mechanics give him great accuracy.
Morant outside. Pass to Winslow. Back to Morant. And stolen by Booker. The feed now to Ayton. Goes back up. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Oh, a good shot blocker who competes hard on defense. Defenders better think twice before trying Valanciunas.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And the pass to Booker. We've got 1:08 left now here in the second. He gets it in there.
And look, he's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
Memphis leading by 13. And Valanciunas now atop the key. To the inside. Here's Morant. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter. .46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Galloway finds Bridges. Ayton up top, guarded by Valanciunas. Jackson against Bridges. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Yep, that one goes in there. That's 7 points for Dario Saric.
Oh, you can't let Saric get comfortable shooting from mid-range. I mean, once this happens, it's a wrap.
Brooks against Booker. Now here's Brooks. He's guarded closely. With the teardrop, here's Valanciunas. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
I'll tell you what, Ayton is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length to alter shots.
And so that's the end of the first half. Grizzlies lead by 13. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. He said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. He ended up with 17 points, 6 assists, and Shaq, a team that used to be known for its grit and grind style, Memphis, starting to amass high-profile superstar prospects.
Yeah, Ja Morant is flash and substance. Great leader, makes everyone around him better.
Yeah, Jaren Jackson Jr., poster child for the modern-day big, can stretch the floor and guard everyone at every position. This is a good team.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. Getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Suns, Jay Crowder out there with Kaminsky. Then there's Devin Booker, then it's Chris Paul, and it's Moore in at the small forward position. Here's Morant, following the basket by Chris Paul. Jackson passes to Morant. Back to Jackson. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Nice open look, but it's no good.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
Moore with the bucket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Memphis leading by 9. Morant outside. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Morant against Moore. Booker at the elbow. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And though he's very active at the offensive end, Melton probably makes his biggest impact defensively.
I agree, Gia. He works hard, shows good instincts, and reads the passing very well. He's also disruptive with his speed, his length, and I like that he can play physical. He can get you out of your rhythm.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. They trail by 11. Booker looking around. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Against Booker, a little contact usually doesn't go a long way. Strong body control there.
Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. Valanciunas finds Clark. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
Gorgie Dangs checked in for Memphis. And so Clark nails both of them. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people in personnel.
Not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Free throw good, Booker.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Now here's Morant. He's got 17. Here's Jackson. Jay Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Moore. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Clark. Here's Jang. No good on the triple. Suns trail by 8. Crowder dishes to Paul. The shot's good. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Morant against Paul. And it's Clark in the corner. Drains the three-pointer. Clark's got 7 points in the game.
They needed that. I mean, they were getting a little tense after starting the half 0 for 3.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies' ownership were exploring relocation. Now the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027, with substantial penalties for breaking it early. But playing in a small market with the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can stay put. Thanks, DA.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
Wasted no time on that one. He has 5.
All right, so great awareness being shown by Crowder. Spotted the open man and made a fantastic dish.
And here's Morant. He's got 17. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got 19 points.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Phoenix with the ball. 8-point game. Booker outside. Morant against Paul. And that one, good. Paul's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now here's Morant. 19 points in the game. Outside Jackson from outside the arc. Here's Melton. Booker pulls it in. Suns trail by 6. Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Clark. And Clark has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Can't hit that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Down low, here's Jang. And finished off by Jang.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Timeout called, the Suns.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, and both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Kyle Anderson comes in for Jackson, and Jones subbed in for DeAnthony Melton.
Well, it's been all about Ja tonight. I mean, he can score in many different ways.
Booker outside. Kicks to Johnson. Back to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
So it's the Grizzlies now after the Suns pick up 2. Anderson right side. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Jang. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Some changes for Phoenix. Sharge comes in for Crowder. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Chris Paul. Both shots good from the stripe. Now Johnson. Booker outside. Sharge trying to break free. No good from Booker.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Suns trail by 12. Booker with it. And he has 28 points for the game. Pass to Johnson. Bridges up top. 5 on the clock. Trying to get open is Johnson. The shot by Sharge. No good. Memphis leading by 12. Morant finds Clark. To the paint. Here's Jang. 8 points for him. Some nice passing there by Memphis. The pass to Morant. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Memphis has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Anderson for the 3. Morant with another miss.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only 1 in the first.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Winslow comes in for Clark. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Ja Morant. And the Suns also making a change. Galloway's checked in. Now here's Winslow. Poked away. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. Drops in the breakaway layup. Bridges has got his second basket of the night. And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Passes to Winslow. Jang with the ball. And Valanciunas kicks to Brooks. 5 to shoot. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. On the wing, Winslow. From the arc. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Bridges. Lays it up and banks it in. Now just a 5-point Grizzly lead.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
And Brooks, here we go. And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
And what you like most about Brooks is his attacking mentality. I mean, he's someone who excels at taking on the defense and charging inside.
And the second free throw, good. Suns trail by 6. Booker outside. Banked in off the glass. Booker's got 30 points.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
It's not going to be easy, but they've come this far. I mean, they're right here.
Now here's Jones. He's got 6. Here's Brooks. And to get open is Jang. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Saric. He's gone 3 for 4 from the line. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Brooks. Suns trail by 6. Here's Galloway. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And he dunks it down.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, now that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting close.
Now here's Winslow. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Pass to Brooks. It's stolen by Saric. Inside. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
1:52 left in the third quarter. And here's Jones. He's got 6. Brooks outside. Tries again. Here's Valanciunas. Brooks finds Jones. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Jones, no luck. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. They grab their own miss. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
But you're trying to deal with the size of Sark inside. He's good. He's good at drawing the contact.
D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for the Grizzlies. Morris checked in for the Suns. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
And the chance to take the lead gets away because of the miss.
The drive by Brooks. And Valanciunas kicks to Winslow. To the inside, Brooks. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Brooks has got 13 points.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
The Suns trailing. Moore outside. Pass to Booker. Over Brooks. Offensive rebound. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And Memphis making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Here's Sharch. Basket counts. Sharch has got the game tied up here for the Suns.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The pass to Winslow. And here is Brooks. And stolen by Booker. And they're moving it up. Jumps up. And the dunk by Booker.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
There's no panic in them. I mean, staring at a big deficit, they still kept their poise and went to work.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Phoenix, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. Saric nails them both. 11 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Brooks. Here's Melton. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then it's Justice Winslow, then it's Brooks, and it's Melton in at the one. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now here's Valanciunas. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Brooks. Feeds it to Jackson. Good D by Booker. Phoenix leading by 4. Bridges kicks to Booker. Pass to Ayton. Now Kaminsky. Ayton trying to break free. And the basket by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Phoenix. Brooks outside. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Jackson has the open look. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Picked him clean. Melton passes to Valanciunas. It's Brooks on the wing, defended by Bridges. Here's Valanciunas, and the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim. Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Melton, no good. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. They get it back, out left to the wing. Another three for Phoenix.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant comes in for Dylan Brooks. Jay Crowder's checked in for the Suns. Paul comes in for Mikal Bridges. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. The focus of his speech was hustle. He told his players, those guys are going to come at us. We have to match their intensity, and we have to play with a great deal of energy. We're all in here, fellas. Devin?
Thanks, David.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Phoenix.
That's good from Morant.
And what really separates Morant? The intangibles. He has a great camaraderie with his teammates already.
Booker against Morant. From the baseline. No good from Booker. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Here's Melton, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Paul. Dishes to Kaminsky. Here's Crowder. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Suns lead by 11.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Pass to Melton. To the paint. Here's Jackson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
Booker dishes to Moore. Now here's Kaminsky, guarded by Valanciunas. He gets that one. Paul's got 20.
Tonight, Paul's all about putting up points. I mean, most of the time he's a distributor, but tonight he's going out and getting it.
Here's Melton. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Booker's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Beyond the arc. Paul's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Clark outside. Pass to Melton. Now Valanciunas, clock at 6. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Crowder, the pass to Paul. Fires for 3. But they recover it. Left side, Crowder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Grizzlies with the rebound.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
Now here's Booker. And it's Kaminsky at the elbow. The dish now to Paul. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Melton's shot is good. Melton's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Paul. Booker with it. Goes up at the stripe. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Morant. Good work there as it goes.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
What's up?
That's good from Morant. Here's Paul. And the Suns call time.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Here's Booker, and he converts the layup. Booker's got 15 points in just the second half.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Morant outside. Down low, and stolen by Booker. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And Crowder slams it in.
Listen, you can count on Paul to find the open man. His court awareness simply off the charts.
And Jackson throws it down home.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Suns leading by 6. Paul passes to Crowder. Booker with it. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And he's able to get it back. A nice shot by Booker.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well. You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Paul kicks to Booker. To the middle. Here's Kaminsky. Nice D from Valanciunas. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Clark inside. Moore's there, and that one's good by Clark.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Paul outside. Kaminsky inside, guarded by Valanciunas. Offensive rebound. Trying to get open is Crowder. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
He's been a different player since halftime, coming on strong now.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. The open shot, Paul. Valanciunas grabs the board.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Jackson looking around. The three from Morant. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Paul. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Suns leading by 6. And here is Paul. Kicks it to Booker. The pass to Kaminsky. Paul right side. And here's Booker from the arc.
Can't quite find his three-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
And the basket is good.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Now here's Paul. He kicks to Kaminsky. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Yep, that one goes. Now just a 2-point Suns lead.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
The Suns shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Ball against Morant. Paul's shot is off.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Oh, just off this game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Phoenix. And it's tied up with that one.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Chris Paul.
Plain and simple, his scoring is what made him our pick tonight. Even when the D's giving him all their attention, they just have not been able to contain him. If they backed off him for 1 second, he made them pay.
Here's Ayton. Wants to get it to Morant and does. Here we go, one-on-one. Floats it up there for Morant. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
This is what you want from your leader. No moment is too big for Morant.
Phoenix has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Passes it to Crowder. Stolen by Jackson. A finish, and the dunk by Jackson.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Yeah, but you can't fail to protect the ball. That's the likely result. Those types of turnovers.
No good from Booker. Memphis leading by 4. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
That's what a point guard with length gives you. I mean, Morant is built perfectly for the modern game.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Booker. He's tightly guarded. And the Suns miss again.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Whoa! What a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
Are you for real? Morant, way up. That move is fire.
Suns trail by 8. Booker outside. Will it go? The Grizzlies pull it in. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Morant outside. And they double up Morant. Inside, here's Valanciunas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, man, I love watching Valanciunas score the ball. He makes it look so easy, and he makes the defense feel uneasy out there.
Shoot 2.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9.
Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Valanciunas is a nice piece to have. He's a big man who's a nightly double-double threat.
Jang, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Now here's Ayton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, easy call.
So he gets them both.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
Here's Morant. Clark outside. Paul against Morant. Here's Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
And how about the energy on the take from Booker? The defense looking helpless to stop him.
Pass to Melton. And it's Clark in the corner. Takes the three. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
Now Morant. And so the Grizzlies take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of controlling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. You know, there is a better game, there is a worse game, but, you know, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is to take rebounds, set a screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.